Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of What You Are Reading Wednesday. I'm here in my comfy little reading zone with my favorite little beverage, just ready to introduce you to my favorite book today. I'm so excited about the opportunity to introduce everyone to a new book that I'm adding to my classroom library, and I hope that just a sampling of this will excite my students to check it out. Today's book on Noah Rayleigh Baskin, the Snyder Family Book Award in 2009. It is called Anything But Typical and has a Lexile of 640 and is recommended for ages 5 through 9. Baskin wrote her first book in 2001 and has over 13 books. Have you read any of her books? If you have, just share them with me because I enjoyed this one so much. I would like to know which ones of hers you like well also and what you thought of them. So just comment in the feedback and let me know. Now, what I'm going to do today is read the first chapter of this book. It's not very long, so we'll get through it pretty fast. Chapter 1. While most people like to talk in their own language, they strongly prefer it. They so strongly prefer it that when they go to a foreign country, they just talk louder, maybe slower, because they think they will be better understood. But more than talking in their own language, people like to hear things in a way they are most comfortable, the way they are used to, the way they can most easily relate to, as if that makes it more real. So I will try to tell you this story in that way. And I will tell this story in first person. I, not he, me, not him, mine, not his. In a neurotypical way, I will try to tell my story in their language, in your language. I am Jason Blake. And this is what someone would say if they looked at me but could only see and could hear in their own language. That kid is weird. He's in SPED, you know. His eyes sometimes one at a time, sometimes both together. They open and close, letting the light in. Shutting it out, the world blinks on and off. And he flaps his hands, like when he is excited or just before he is going to say something, or when he is thinking. He does that the most when he's on the computer or reading a book, when his mind is focused on the words. It separates from his body that almost becomes a burden, a weight. Wait, what? Only his fingers don't stand while they wait. They flap at the ends of his hands, at the ends of his wrist, like insects stuck to a string, stuck in a net, like maybe they want to fly away. Maybe he does too. In first grade, they put a thick purple rubber band across the bottom bar of his desk chair so Jason would have something to jiggle while his feet when he was supposed to be sitting still. In second grade, Matthew Iverson sent around a note saying, "If you think Jason Blake is a retard, sign this." And Matthew got sent to the principal's office, which only made things worse for Jason. In third grade, Jason Blake was diagnosed with ASD, autistic spectrum disorder, but his mother would never use that term. She prefers these three different letters. NLD, nonverbal learning disorder, or these three, PDD, NOS, probation development disorder nonspecific. When letters are put together, they can mean so much and they can mean nothing at all. From third grade until this year, sixth grade, Jason had a one-on-one aide who followed him around school all day. She weighed 203 pounds. Jason asked her once, and she told him, "You couldn't miss seeing her." But the thing people see the most is his silence, because some kinds of silence are actually visual. When I write, I can be heard and known, but nobody has to look at me. Nobody has to see me at all. This book, I'm telling you, is a must to have in our classroom library and for us to encourage our students to check out. This is one reason why I chose this book as a student teacher. I have had an experience with students with ASD. I've never I never want to make them feel uncomfortable, but on one occasion I did, and it took forever for that student to feel safe in my presence. This book helped me come to a better understanding of the struggles that students with ASD have, but we may be surprised how at times struggles are like for all of us.